Komme, komme alle, alle sangen ned. Gyve, komme, komme hjem. Komme, komme alle. Komme, komme alle, komme alle. Alle sangen ned. Gyve, gyve, manna grønne. Komme, komme But I'm going to put my staff down and pick up a guitar. You can see that I'm dressed in my Viking apron. And it's Volva Kona, the Volva. These are my Volva staff women. And that means staff carrier. And the Volva Kona were the ones who would see hon. Fitti hon ganda. She would seethe and scry, and her magic wand was witty. And so I'm going to do a piece from the Voluspa. We are going to do a piece from the Voluspa Edda, which is one of the stories that we have that talks about these women who can do this work. I put new strings on. Let's see. The Buddhist, well, what happens is Odin comes to this woman and says, oh yeah, I really want to know about the future. And she's like, you really do, huh? She's like, I know where you have your eye held, and are you sure you want to know? And he says, yeah, here's a bunch of gold. So she says, all right. And she talks about, she remembers how she was born of 9 giant women, and about the ash of Yggdrasil. And this is all in Icelandic, so I tell you give you a heads up what's happening. var hon kunne sitt hon leken nej var hon nära nilbra brudar Heidi, Heidi, Heidi Gulve ut i fram Husbena kraft till av renete stav Heidi, Heidi, Heidi Gulve ut i fram Husbena kraft till av renete stav Helgar kinder. Thank you. So that was Kulning that we started out with. That was Swedish cow pong. And what it does is it calls the huldra as well, as you can see. And the Hulder folk were the ones who taught the human women the best ways of churning and those kinds of things. And they're the fairy folk with the tails, and they're Huldra and Huldu are the men, and the Hulder are all of us. And one of the things that comes from that, also that very deep root, as Stephen pointed out, was the alphabet, and the rune alphabet is what I have studied for these 2 decades. And this is a medieval rune ballad that was that I learned from listening to Agnes Buengarnes. And it's a little bit of a cautionary tale, because when you play around with the runes, you play around with nature. And so sometimes you can get sort of trapped by that energy. So just, be careful. It's a question and answer song. Are you grieving for your land? Are you grieving for gold? Are you grieving because you can't get into my bed? No, I'm not grieving for these things. I'm grieving for my 9 sisters who lie at the bottom of the fjord. And Valdeman comes and rescues them. Greta du gullel, Greta du rår. Hell Greta du fiat mitt sjå mitt bor. Heide runere syllame vinner. Greta du akker, hell Greta du eng. Hell Greta du fia du sjå mitt sveng. Eide runere syllame vinner. Jeg gret ikke akker, og jeg gret ikke eng, og jeg gret ikke fia det sa det seng. Eide runere syllame vinner. Jeg gret ikke gull, og jeg gret ikke jord, og jeg gret ikke fia et skadet bor. Eide runere syllame vinner. Men jeg gret med fi med gull, Ai Grete nei maina sistanani Nai cemeti sublimeti Ai deruna sulama vinna Och hästen han snavar I rode gulsam Och mörnild och grova växtrejeströmmar I lerunare sulama vinna Valdeman slå I bröjbor Och strömmen vände till loja fjottar lerunare sulama vinna Valdeman slå sig harpe så hatt Det tagna kvar fågeln I skogen satt Ai lerunare sulama vinna Valdeman spanna sin rona sträng Hon manade mojar och dvalesäng Ai lerunare sulama vinna Ai lerunare Så runnar han från dig sista nani Alla nilvaden tjäna av de Ai lerunare sulama vinna Ai lerunare sulama vinna Ai lerunare sulama vinna Thank you. So someday I'm gonna win the runes, he says. Someday. So this is a song, Drömte mig en dröm I natt silke och ärlig pale. Anyone go to VikingAnswerLady.com? I know, it's the best site ever. She knows everything. Okay. Oh, damn.
I got a string.
Do ya?
Yeah.
Rock and roll, God.
Don't you hate that?
Kari, do you want my guitar?
Oh. Kari, how can we help? Yeah, maybe we should just switch the set around and do talk about. Well, what I was gonna do was drömte mig en dröm I natt. Anyway, Viking actually. Drömte mig en dröm I natt silke och ärlig pale. It means I dreamed a dream last night of silk and finest furs. And this is a little piece. Yeah, we could probably do it without the guitar. These guys are so awesome. And Drew Miller, again, Scott Nemo Neiman, Karen Odell, and Robin Rayburn. I'd have to retune it, and I'd have to retune it. See, the problem was, and every time I did this, what I wanted to do was play guitar and stav at the same time, but to do that I had to tune the one string way up to an A, and my friend Matt Yetter, who I don't know if he's here, but he just went, oh. He's like a super guitar dude, and it's like, you're gonna regret this. And he's a prophet. Well, I know, geez, I know he's probably doing the same thing. He's like, you want that string to be an A? Are you insane, young woman? I call myself young. Because really, all it does is it goes boom dee dee. Actually, I think we'll have to do it without the guitar. No. But the guitar has it's essential to the next whole thing. That this is an essential. So, all right. So you guys ready to do this? So, and this one's got English in it. So this is the snippet that comes out of the codex. I know. Just the motif is in ancient Danish, and it was written in runes, and it came falling out of the Codex Regius, and it's the oldest known Danish. It's the oldest known Scandinavian tune that was written down, and it used to be the call. I don't know if it still is. It used to be the call tune for Danish public radio. So. and draw me not silk your Gaelic pale. Thank you. All right, so chatting up. So this is my Viking apron, and the Brisingamen are oftentimes referred to as the three Brisingamen. Sometimes I think of it as only as necklace, but there was always something at the throat, and there was always something at the crown, and then there was always something to gird the loins. And this tradition of the Volvakona, the staff-carrying woman, held true even into the Bunad era. My grandmother made me the lace on this. She made this apron for me to wear at the Nordic Fest in Decorah, Iowa, when I was in 6th grade. And I just let the hem down for this show. It used to be a little shorter. And even in Scandinavia today, there is, in many different areas, there is a woman who, on confirmation day, when they all march in their bunads, their traditional dress, to the stavkirke, the stav church is made of stavs, which basically means a straight vertical line. And I was teaching at Ingebretsen's. Who's here from Ingebretsen's? I know, woohoo! And this gal said to me, oh, that's who that lady was. And my cousins sent me a picture from Norway, and they were all marching off to the church to be confirmed, and this woman with the staff was leading them into the church, and I just wondered what that was. Well, it comes from the very, very deep roots tradition of the staff-carrying woman. And one of the songs that pretty much I think every Norwegian learns is Kjerringa med staven, which basically means old lady with a stick. So she's a Kjerringa med staven. And this first verse, she happens to be using it to churn. Okay. Kjerringa med staven. Hopped up I Hakkedalen. Hopped up prater om I fire melkesmør. Sa det sine Kari og la ha det for. Kjerringa med staven. Kjerringa med staven. Hopped up I Hakkedalen. Hopped up I Hakkedalen. Old lady with a staff, and way up in Hakka Valley, and she is 8 pots of cream, made 6 things of butter. That's what Kari said, and Ola before her. It's a recipe, basically. Kjerringa med kjeppen. Kjerringa med kjeppen. Hoppa over bekken. Hoppa over bekken. Og når det så uti altså var på vatt, man da håkom opp og var på like katt. Kjerringa med kjeppen. Hopp, hopp, hoppa over bekken. Oops, sorry. So that's an old lady with a stick, and she hops over the brook, and she fell in and got wet, but when she came out, she was still just as, well, the children's books say crazy, but the dictionary says horny. Kjerringa med tvoro, stirring stick, satte seg I a furu. Sat up in a pine tree, stirring away. Oh yeah. Så kom han herre happen de forbi. Han sa sitt og være tiri. Kjerringa med tvoro. Kjerringa med tvoro. Satte seg I a furu. Satte seg I a furu. Yeah, and a rabbit comes by and says, don't get up on my account. I know. Kjerringa hos stride. Kjerringa hos stride. stride.
Kärringar och strida.
Så kan man kalla Fride.
Frida.
The old lady was working hard, probably chopping wood and cleaning rugs, and a free man, Carl, comes by and says, "If you want to be a woman, I can be a man. If you will cook the coffee, I will fetch the water." So she got a good deal. Kärringar med staven.
Kärringar med staven.
Kärringar med staven.
Kärringar med
Kärringar med staven.
Kärringar med staven.
Kärringar med staven. And we called it Kärringar med staven. Now you have to look closely sometimes to see if she's a kärring med staven or if she's truly a huldra. But you gotta, she's got these long skirts on. This is Tamara Rogers, and this is a bunad is the folk dress of this is from Gudbrandsdal, and it is the folk dress of great grandmother of a friend of hers. So it's really, really old. And she has the brisingamen, you see? She's got the bonnet and the brisingamen jewelry, and she's got the It's modesty, but we know what's going on. So I asked Tamara, I said, if I take Norwegian dance, will you take it with me? Because she is an amazing dancer. She does flamenco and ballet. She's a retired ballerina. I know. It's like, wow. And so we started to take lessons from David Kaminsky, who is here tonight somewhere. Yay. Wherever you are. Oh, there he is. He's over. And so we're going to demonstrate a couple of steps. And Karen Solgaard, a hardanger fiddle player, told me, she said, Kari, you're not going to ever really get to the root that you want unless you learn the dances, because that's where the root really is. And it was true. Pulse means pulse. And it is this dance step that is on the 1 and 3. So there's a heartbeat, pulse. And then you do this thing called svikt, which is a bounce, which one of our classmates who's from Norway goes, oh yeah, that's what svikt. I go, what does that translate to anything? He goes, it's the bounce you make when you're skiing. And I said, oh, I know that one. So I practiced it all winter long. And I did, and it's very good for getting babies to sleep. So I'm like going, and the baby's like, brilliant stuff. Then you know it's ancient. So Tamara said she would help me demo these steps. We also have some exceedingly great dancers in the audience here. These are the people who, did anyone see Peer Gynt? These are the people who taught the dancers of Peer Gynt. Yeah, I know. So it's pulse. So we'll have a beat then, ladies. So it's kind of. Okay, hold on. dancers here who actually know what they're doing. Maybe we could put the house lights up a little bit and they could dance to this next song, which happens to be a Polska. Carol, Ruth, you guys want to dance? I know, she's like, we always want to dance. Oh, thank you. All right. So this song is called Svartraben. And this comes from the Sognefjord area where my relatives came from. And I hope that we do it justice. But it's about poor Svartraben, Blackridge. He decides he's going to bring all his animals to the next farm all at the same time, and it just vaults into this crevice, and he is like, can't get it. 190 vindespel, 190 winches, even greased up, can't get it out. So he knows he has to call the Chempao, which is the Huldra, which is the land white. And so she even has a very difficult time. She brings the chains, and she even has a difficult time getting this out. And boy, does he have to pay her off. In the end, she gets 7 sheep, 7 things of butter, skin of 16 reindeer, 12 tons of rum, 12 barrels of rum, 12 barrels of oil, 12 barrels of sour milk, Icelandic dish, skyr, and 12 tons, just this whole list. I mean, it's just crazy. But that's what happens. And it's Kjering Mitelika, his wife. She's like, "Kind of, I told you so." All right. Okay. Svartraben stod stå, köra väg, Kjering stod friska. Rätt så han kom med la sile, sunde steg jag hans buxa. Mannen han med i valta I vet, där lag hålla jag råkta I skreg och råkte på och knuta britta. Och Kjering Mitelika. Knut aho brita jenta, ai dreng haure da tok det skrika. Sprang deg og de riade så en, hunden med deg til like. Summa mesta hår, Kjering mer I nett, liksom marrade med beriva løse på og stekta halla. 190 vindespel, nei så skulle deg være. Laga deg det til, smur deg vel altså alt I være. Alle vindespel stikket deg brast, der stod deg alla enda like fast. Alt da kom jeg kjempe, bare på og byr med lentje. Så I mørnet, så ei Kjering blåhaga hastunde. Dreiv han og mer jøyde eit pass, kasta håpa og marka med hast. Der lang hos bent og spork og rudla, sega grova til marka. kämpa och bro 100 anni till laiva. Sjå, smala paule sjå, våge smur och skinnutta 16 regn. 12 tonne romme, 12 tonne ull, 12 tonne syra, 12 tonne mjöl, syra med kniv och butter. 4 hade han ner i lälta. Draven skjulestad av Kyrave, kjeringe skjuletroskap. That was awesome. Now I am a true Nordic Roots performance artist. So this is another one from the same era. Now this is called a huldrelok, and I know that Steve was talking about that. Mr. Posh was talking about that, about how you learned songs from the folk. And that one, a huldrelok, is a tune that is either taught. This is the lullaby. This is a lullaby, and this is either taught to you by a huldra, or it's about one. And if it's taught to you by one, chances are you're a little hoopy happy, as my grandmother would say. Oh, she's hoopy happy. So this one is probably when it was done, it was probably a little more of a little ditty, because it's got a lot of rhyming. The language is very rhymy and lovely. But I made it into a lullaby. So it reminds me of myself a little bit, running off from chores and climbing up a tree. As long as I can hear the cows, I'm okay. I know I can call them. I don't think it's straying too far. But in the hot summer, when the Sargento would be up there on the mountain by herself, and just it gets to be a little much. Girls just gotta climb a tree once in a while.
Yeah.
And this is the first time that Dave's ever heard it, so woo! He'll be taking the solo. Awesome. But he's a member of the Spellman's Log, so he could do anything. Grana hej goglevejon, vindelet och lavejon, larvejon, segla glatt. Räckje och snäckje, Skaute og graute, langt fram, lula 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 lula. Sommarlang vågsale, Svaving, oh, I teach, then I talk about the deep roots of Norse tradition. And that doesn't start with Lefse, I found out. It actually starts in the Bronze Age. I know she's got a tail. So this is my replica of the Danish Bronze Age string skirt found in the era where they said, surely she didn't wear just that. But she did. And this was the string skirt tradition. If you haven't yet read the best book of the century, aside from the one I'm selling over there, the women's work, the first 20,000 years. You got to have that one. And it talks about really string skirt was all about that first need for any kind of clothing. So between that and between strings and sticks, every global tradition is born. Pretty much, you know. In fact, in the Ukraine, you can still see they do the strings hanging, the threads of the strings and on the aprons and things. It's good. And so this is a song about the trees. So the sticks come from the trees. The stav this is Isa, ice, and need, the ice and fire coming together to create the universe, yeah? And Niflheim and Muspelheim, if you know your Norse mythology. Geeky girl talking. Okay. And it's a lot about the trees, because this stav is also Drazel, it's also the world tree. And there are 9 worlds of the world tree, and so we are going to do a song about honoring that piece. So, are you going to stop with us? I will. Oh, watch it. Ah, do we honor you? Ah, do we honor you? Anyone else stopping out there? I saw a couple of people with some sticks. Feet. I think that feet were the first stop. Oh, do we honor you?
Oh, do we honor you?
Your hands and feet, carve it here, adorn it there, save it on the threshing floor. Listen to the song it sings, share your song within the ring. Echo tree, up and down my spine. Echo tree,
My spine is mine.
Echo tree, my wooden horse, through the world I safely ride. Echo tree, up and down my spine. Echo tree,
My spine is mine.
Echo tree, my wooden horse, through the world I safely ride. Ride, 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 ride. Come with me. Oak is here.
Up and down the spine.
Ash is here.
My spine is mine.
Willow's here. My wooden horse, through the world I safely ride. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming course, the first Saturdays. That's all we do. A lot of fun. So I just want to end our program with a song called Wandersong, which is a song that I wrote for a show at Patrick's in October, and I had a chance to do it at Pilgrim Lutheran Church for their Norse Contemplative service, which I think any Scandophile would like, which is the name of my teacher's website, Scandophile. And it's a wandering song, and who else is going to come up here and jam?
When they get here, they'll...
Everybody must come and jam. So who needs this? You look like you could use this. And it was funny because I said, "Oh yeah, I can do that service. I got a couple of songs," and he's like, "Well, now it's a Christian church, so." And I'm like, "Oh no, it's all about nature, and that spans the whole thing of everybody." So, and when I got this is called Wandersong, and it's a wandering song, and it's about the earth wanders around the sun, and the cows wander around the earth, and humans have to follow the cows. It's our butter. And when I got to the church, she said, "Here's the service," and it's called Vi er et folk på vandring. It's all about being people on pilgrimage, and I went, "I gotcha." It's all so spooky when it works, doesn't it? Isn't it? So anyhow, it usually doesn't. It usually goes like this. 1, 2.
Your
break, and Wendy Rule's going to come up, and you have an opportunity. Wendy's got a bunch of great CDs. I got my newest CD, so this is our release party of my EP, so woohoo! So, thank you.
This October, the world of pagan voices comes together in one global gathering, the Pagan World Congress. 5 days, over 100 hours, speakers, rituals, music, and town halls streamed across the world. Join the conversation, shape the future, be part of history. The Pagan World Congress, October 9th through 13th, 2025. Online at paganworld.co.